Hey, it's Clay Trader, and we are back with episode number 3 of Quick Tips. In this episode, I want to talk about why winning streaks can be dangerous. Not bad, but just dangerous. And I want to do this by just drawing a simple graph on the board and then talking about it from there. Maybe worth jotting down, hanging it by your computer somewhere just to offer yourself a friendly reminder of what you want to try to avoid. So winning streak, how am I defining winning streak? Well, this is going to be where we define that. So winning streak, I am saying, is either wins in a row or the size of the win, meaning maybe you score a real big winner, your account all of a sudden explodes, something like that, but something really good happens and that's going to be considered a winning streak. Or maybe it's a combination. Maybe you've nailed 3 or 4 in a row, then you get a real big winner, and then everything's kind of meshing together, but that's how we're going to define winning streak. Now the second part of this is going to be up here, and over on this line, this represents confidence. So far, the more in this direction we go, and then confidence is going to rise. So in order to measure this, we are going to use this line right here. So think about this. If you're right here on the line, and if you were to draw this down here, imagine it, and you landed right here, that implies if you match that up over here, you're going to have pretty high confidence. On the flip side, if you take this point on the line right here, that would imply that your winning streak, you basically have no winning streak, so you match that up over here, and your confidence is going to be very low. So that's where things stand right now with the chart. Now, the key thing here, and what you have to be very aware of, is the danger of overconfidence. And this is how overconfidence acts from a psychological standpoint. So I'm going to draw this line, and then I want to just make note of this point right here. But let's just first talk about overconfidence and how it interacts with the chart. When you're first getting started, or when you're first working on a winning streak, think about where overconfidence is going to be. It's not going to be anywhere. I mean, at this point, you're just working on building confidence. So overconfidence way down here, it's not a threat at all. Don't need to worry about it because, like I said, maybe this is even a paper trading. Maybe you're not even putting real money at work and you're just down in this area of the chart. You're just trying to build up confidence to begin with. But as the winning streak increases, your confidence is going to increase. But then the sneaky line, you can see it starts to sneak up on you, and that's not bad. So this brings up the second part, and I'm going to call this, hopefully this is green, I don't know if it's translating on the video, but I'm going to call this the money zone up here. Meaning, you can see what happens during this area. Your confidence is high, that is good, that's what we want. You want confidence as a trader. And also, your overconfidence is starting to grow a little bit. So you're kind of a mildly cocky, confident trader, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with getting your overconfidence starting to build up, because keep in mind, it's still well below your confidence level. So it hasn't overtaken anything, something like that. You just have real good confidence in yourself. So that's why I call this the money zone. This is the ideal mental mindset of where you want to be as a trader. You don't want to have zero overconfidence, but you want to have some. But main point, you want to be up here where the confidence is nice and strong. Now, what happens to a lot of people, what has happened to me, it's just a psychological not necessity, but it's just going to happen. I mean, it's just us as humans are going to experience this. But a lot of times, all of a sudden, something happens. Keep in mind, look where this part of the line is happening. It's happening way out here, meaning the winning streak is going strong. Maybe there's been a bunch of big winners, but point being, we're way out here on this part of the line, and look what happens to the overconfidence line. Let me, just so you remember, this is overconfidence. So overconfidence, all of a sudden, just in mathematical terms, goes parabolic and just shoots right up. And right here, this is the problem point. The reason that is a problem is because what has happened now? Our overconfidence is higher than our confidence level, and that's not what you want as a trader. You want to be within the money zone. You don't want overconfidence to get above the confidence level. Now, problems. How am I defining problems? Well, 3 areas. First being the size that you use to trade with. Meaning, maybe you usually only buy 100 shares. Now all of a sudden you're thinking, well, I'm doing really well. I'm a gangster. This is great. I'm going to start to do more size. Meaning, instead of buying 100 shares, maybe now you buy 500 shares. Now by doing that, you are increasing your risk. You are putting more money on the line up front, which is what you're not normally doing. Point number 2, less respect for your stop loss. Stop loss is the backbone of trading. You need it. It's going to help you control risk. However, when you start to get way down here, when overconfidence crosses above there, you just get flat out cocky and you think, no, I'm not going to be wrong. I can get a little more wiggle room on my stop loss. Everything's going to be fine. I'm on this winning streak. It's not coming to an end now. I am doing awesome. I am an awesome trader. So you start to lose respect for your stop loss. Very dangerous. And the third problem just comes from improvising. Improvising your strategy. What do I mean by that? All strategies should have a set of rules. If you don't have a strategy with a set of rules, then stop trading and get something, because you need to be able to plan a trade and execute it. But if you're getting this sort of winning streak, then my guess would be you do have a strategy with rules and all that stuff. However, when you start to improvise, that is a sign that your overconfidence is above your confidence level. There should be no rationalizing. There should be no, yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to change things up a little bit. There should be no changing things up. There is no improvising. A strategy has rules. Those rules need to be followed. And that goes a lot with that. The first kind of rule of your strategy that you start to improvise with is your stop loss. You lose respect for it. And that is a very dangerous game. And eventually what's going to happen is all three of these are going to come back over here. And it's going to land you right back to somewhere around here, because you're going to do something massively stupid. You're going to take a huge loss. Something's going to happen that's going to rattle your confidence, and you're going to end back up over here. Maybe it'll just knock you back into the money zone. That would be ideal. And hopefully from going forward, if you've watched this video, it'll just knock you back in here, because you'll be able to pull back up this video and be like, this is what happened to me. I understand what happened. I started playing with more size, or I lost respect for my stop loss, or I just started improvising. That's why, I took the loss. Whereas the people that haven't seen this video and don't understand really what happened from a psychological level, their confidence just gets shattered and they end up way back here where there's just, they're in the low confidence zone, and that's not where you want to be either. So definitely keep this concept in mind as you're trading. Get confident and even get a little cockiness in your confidence, but don't let the problem point happen. Keep that under control, and you are going to be good to go in the long term. Now, if you found this video helpful, there's a couple things I want you to do. First, click the like button down below. If you're watching this on my site, then click one of the social media buttons over in the left-hand column. Just spread the word on this. It does help out. It lets me know that you're enjoying these, finding it helpful, and as long as that's the case, I'm going to keep them coming. And then second, and I think this will be very helpful to everybody, leave your comments down below and share an instance if you've had one where overconfidence took over and it cost you money. I think if we get a good collection of stories, it'll be a good reminder to people that it does happen, it's commonplace, and so people won't feel out of place if it happens to them. So leave your comments below, share a story or share some sort of instance where you passed the problem point, had some issues, and what did you do to get back on track? So leave that comment below. And finally, subscribe to the channel. You can keep up to date on not only quick tip videos, but my chart analysis, and then my live trade videos where you can watch me trade pretty much every morning, win, lose, or draw, to see how the day unfolds and just watch me trade in real time. And I post those usually every day. So subscribe to the YouTube channel and keep in touch. Thank you for watching. Keep this stuff in mind.